So I want to talk about the mid-card women's championships that we just introduced in WWE, and I'm gonna start with SmackDown. So that they have the U.S. Women's Championship, and the inaugural champion is Chelsea Green, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I am a huge fan of hers. I have been a fan of hers. She was in Vexed with Deonna Purrazzo and TNA, and I just think she's hilarious. I think she knows her character really well, and she knows what the audience wants. She knows what the audience wants, and so I'm excited. She deserves it. She deserves it. She had the fans behind her, and it was a really good night. I think WWE made the right choice. There's gonna be a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the locker room, a lot of wrestlers that she can go against because nobody likes her except for Piper Niven, you know. And so I'm very, very, very happy that this tournament happened. Now, I saw something different with Chelsea Green with the whole tournament because she was winning cleanly. She was winning cleanly. She didn't need Piper Niven. She beat Bailey. She beat Bailey. I think Piper distracted Bailey, but regardless, she still beat her, and she beat her 1, 2, 3 in the ring clean, you know. So I was very happy. Now, her match versus Michin was really good. Now, they already had a feud. They already had a feud before. They had like a dumpster match, and Michin had already won that. And so I'm like, it has to be for Green. It has to be for Green. But all I am going to say is that I do love Michin as well. I think that Mia has done a really good job. When she was in NXT, she had that hardcore match with Jada Parker, and then she went after Nia Jax's title, and she had matches with her as well. So I think she has done some really good things, you know, this year. And I do hope that she does get a championship eventually on the main roster because she deserves it. I just got to give her flowers. I love Chelsea Green. Like I said, I think Chelsea deserves the title, but I also have to give flowers to Michin because she's done a great job, and she did a good job in that match. And so congratulations to Chelsea Green. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about the whole tournament. The right person won. Okay, the right person won. Now, let's go to Raw, where we have the WWE Intercontinental Championship, the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament that's still ongoing. We're down to like the semifinals, I'm going to say. We're down to the semifinals because it is Lyra versus Io, and then we have Zoe Stark and versus Dakota Kai. Those are the two matches, and then once those two matches are over, we'll have the real final, right? How do I feel about that? Io and Lyra, they've already gone against each other. I think it was during the women's Queen of the Ring that they went against each other, and Lyra won. Lyra won, and Io was pissed. Io was pissed. And so they had like a little mini thing going on. And so now we're going to run it back. Who's going to win that one? I don't know. I love Io. That's my favorite wrestler. That's my favorite female wrestler, okay? Her and Deonna. And so I love Io. I think she's amazing. She's a great high flyer, and she would be a great champion. She's already proven that she could be a champion and she could hold her own. But Lyra, on the other hand, anytime that she has the spotlight, WWE books her really, really strong. And so this is going to be a good match. I think hopefully they give it time. But I think this is going to be a good match. I'm going to go with Io on this one. Why put Io in there randomly just to get beaten, right? So I'm going to put Io on this one. My money's on Io. And then when you have Dakota Kai versus Zoe Stark, I'm going to say Zoe Stark. Now, I have not liked the PCF, the collective. I think that's what they're called. Pure Fusion Collective. I have not liked their storyline. I have been very vocal about it. Their storyline makes no sense to me. How do you say you run the division and then you go after people who aren't even the tag champions, who aren't even champions? I feel like they tried to, make it a thing, but it didn't go with me. I didn't connect with that. I really didn't connect with that. And so, and then they're just not book smart. That's all. They're just not booked like smart heels. That's all I have to say. Because they really thought by injuring Kairi Sane that Adam Pearce was going to put Deville, she was going to put her after she's the one who injured her. Where's your mentality in there? Right? That's not what's going to happen. If anything, you would be punished. That's a reward. So I just don't think they're booked very smartly. That's just my opinion. And it's not the talent. I love Sonya Deville. I think she's very talented. I'm happy when she came back and she was in the ring. But like I said, She's not booked that greatly. And then you have Zoe Stark, amazing wrestler. I think she's booked stronger than Sonya Deville, in my opinion. And of course, then you have Shayna Baszler, who's a beast in her own right, but was booked terribly forever in WWE on the main roster. And so, let's just see what happens. That's all I have to say. Let's just see what happens, because at the end of the day, WWE is going to do what WWE is going to do. But I think that the finals is going to be Zoe versus Io. Io wins. There you go. I could be wrong. They could give it to Zoe. I could be absolutely wrong. Lyra could win. I don't really know. It's all up in the air. But I'm going to say something right now. I preferred SmackDown's tournament. I haven't watched I might eat my words because I still haven't, the Raw tournament hasn't ended. But I feel like on SmackDown, when Chelsea won, everybody was happy for Chelsea Green because she deserved it. But because on Raw, all these stupid storylines were done with the women, nobody tends to, I'm not going to say I don't care. I just don't think it's as impactful. It's not as impactful as Chelsea Green's win is going to be. Like, look at the 4 women we have. If Lyra wins, yeah, okay, I already knew she was a future champion, and I know she has talent, but her momentum isn't there. It's not. You say whatever you want, but her momentum, she has no momentum. Haven't even seen her barely. She has maybe like a promo, like a vignette. And then you have Stark. I personally like Stark. I think that she has like attitude to her, and she looks like she can kill you. She's a very intimidating woman. So if she won, I wouldn't mind her winning. I know we'd get great matches with her. She's amazing. And then you have Io. Io has already been a previous champion. Everyone would love for Io to win as well because she's an amazing wrestler in her own right. Like I said, genius of the sky. And then Dakota Kai is good too. I know that sounded like I paused, but I had to think. Because, the other women they have some pretty strong resumes. And Dakota Kai, she's amazing at when she turned heel and everything. Her story, everything was great. Again, it won't be as impactful. That's all I have to say. I just don't think it will be as impactful as Chelsea Green's was on SmackDown. But if they build that division correctly, people would love to watch because they have amazing wrestlers on Raw. They have a hell of a female division. They just booked them terribly for whatever reason. That's all I have to say. But I'm excited to see the matches. I think the matches are going to be good. Especially, hopefully, now that we're to the semifinals. And the other matches before these were good, too. So, I'm excited for that. And I'm excited for Chelsea Green's run. I really, really am. Anyway, thank you for watching.